Hey, my friends, it is I, Gillian, the Conscious Cougar. And, this channel is supposed to be about fitness and keeping your vibration high because those two things together are beautiful. And then all that together is sexy, so by any means necessary. Boom, I did it. But I gotta tell you, I have been, what the hell is happening? What's happening? I don't eat hair. I'm hungry, but I don't eat hair. I have a lot to tell you. I have so much to tell you, and my eyes crying. I don't know why. I'm just so emotional. These lashes are way too big. I know that. Okay. Anyway, but I had to do something else, and from a distance, these were the ones. They were like, boom! And now I said, before I rip them off, let me do this. It's the first full moon of 2021, and it's a really powerful full moon. Super duper powerful. So anything you're afraid of, snap out of it or just walk right through it and get it done. Intentions. It's time to go for anything aim for the moon. And if you don't get it, you'll at least end up somewhere around the stars. So, that's what's up right now. I wanted to say that, but that's not all I wanted to say. I gained 16 pounds. Hey, I regained 16 pounds. Sure did. How did I do that? I stopped working out the end of November, and I also went into a bit of a funk. I'm a recovering emotional overeater, and some emotional shit went down. Kicked out my roommate. That was the guy, I think you might remember, maybe the last vlog I did, and I was all like, I kind of mentioned some stuff that had gone down, but the biggest thing that went down is that he lied his way into my house. I had a whole thing about this COVID-19 thing. I didn't want to live with anybody who didn't take it seriously. That would totally nullify the efforts that I was making to keep myself safe so that I could then also hang with my parents and my uncle who are in their 80s. I believe I've gotten COVID a couple of times and was short, brief, wicked fever for one night, one time, wicked diarrhea another time, but that's all it was for me because of it being diluted by a mask and social distancing, washing my hands constantly like a crazy person. My hands are so dry right now, it's not even funny, and stuff like that, doing what they're asking us to do. So then I find out that this guy not only believes that COVID is fake and a hoax merely for the purpose of an alleged chip in the vaccine so that they can control us. This is the New World Order thing. But he also believes that the world is flat. I'm talking with edges. Okay. And, and that we've never been to the moon. And the moon is flat. The moon is flat too. It's a disc. Have you ever seen the other side of the moon? Well, okay then. How do you know? And anything you've ever heard on the news is fake, is a lie. So I'm like, you know what, dude? And you're a smart man too, but never mind the other stuff. I did not kick him out because of the earth being flat. Believe it or not, that wasn't it. It was the COVID-19 thing. I asked him, I'm like, wow, did your opinion on COVID change from when you moved in 7 weeks earlier? And he's like, no. He shouldn't have said that. So that meant that he lied. And in our rental agreement, there was a whole paragraph about COVID-19. And so basically what he was saying to me is, I don't really think it's real, so I don't wear a mask out there when I don't have to. And this distancing thing is just BS. And so, he'd touch whatever, get to our doors, touch our doors, come on in. And, and then go to his room. And he said in there he would take a shower and wash his hands. And then he would come out to the kitchen and the rest of the house or whatever. But I'm like, dude, you already put the cootie on our entrance doorknobs. That's, so that's how I'm seeing it. If I'm going to have a roommate, they need to be with me on the same page in keeping the house pure so that we can be free to not wear a mask together in this house as roommates. So right now, I've not had a roommate for 2 months, which is kind of expensive at this time of not really having an income. You know what I mean? Okay. I kind of do. I've come up with stuff, and part of this full moon thing that I just mentioned is going to push me today to do some things that I might have been a little bit afraid to do, but it is about bravery. If there's anything that you a need to step into, that you've been afraid to step into, not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, not feeling whatever enough to, for whatever it is, now's the time to get over that shit and step on into it. Dang it, I said a word. I wasn't going to do that today. I was going to try it all the way up to what? Like 5 minutes, 10 seconds. I did good. Okay, so that kicking him out, and then he did mean things, like he hacked my phone and whatnot, but I still tried to stay peaceful. I also did things, like CCing my legal team on a few things, and so that stopped him from his nonsense, and he has now gone away from my world. But his energy was still here, and it was awful. I had to clear the house. It was a 3-day process with sage and whatnot. And during that time, I just stopped. I didn't feel like working out. I didn't feel like walking. I didn't feel like, and I ate weird things. I ate ice cream and potato chips. Those are 2 of my favorite things in the whole world. And I ate them. So did. And I want to tell you that the fat came back to my stomach. And even though I've been lipoed there, right? But the fat wasn't completely lipoed out, being a plus size person anyway, like there's going to be layers of fat that your lipo doc cannot get to. And so in those areas where they could not get to the fat, there's room to make more fat. You betcha. But the places where they did vacuum, those weren't getting, but I still felt the thickness come back, 16 pounds. So I'm 8 pounds down from that now. And that's all in about a week. And I knew that was going to happen. I felt like it was just water weight. It's potato chip weight. It's the salt from potato chips. You know what I mean? So just eliminating that stuff immediately. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. And I'm so serious about it now because I know how to do this. And I'm like, oh no, I'm like messing up my shape. I got a shape going on. So I'm getting my shape back. And I'm very happy about that. I know how to do this. So that's the one thing about, being in the weight loss journey for so long and learning what you can and doing what you can. You know how to do it. I could do a liquid diet right now if I needed to, but I'm really not doing that. I almost did that the other day. I did 2 protein shakes, and I put enough protein in them that they were like 300 calories each. And then I did a massive salad. So that was almost, except for the salad. But for the first time ever, I'm counting how many calories of salad dressing. Before I was like, I'm just eating vegetables, so I'm going to have me some salad dressing. And every bit of every leaf has to have touched the dressing in order for it to be good for me. But I'm actually counting it out. And, I admit 200 and something calories worth of salad dressing is going on my salads, but I'm doing great right now, and I'm dropping at least, this week. It's my first week. 8 pounds. That's freaking excellent. Let's see how next week goes. Anyway, I may have outed myself on this channel. Did I say this at the beginning? I'm not for sure. I'm doing a podcast now, and the podcast is called The Conscious Cougar. Why? Because it's fierce. It's a great name. And I'm her. That's me. I'm the Conscious Cougar. So on this podcast, which is available almost everywhere now, except for where it really needs to be, Apple Podcasts, it's not there, but it's Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, I think, almost, and some other places, a bunch of places, like 6 or 7, 8 other places. And I have to get an Apple device in order to get myself on Apple Podcasts, where 80% of podcasts are listened to. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to get there. Anyway, the podcast is, I'm a metaphysician. I'm a metaphysical consultant and a bunch of things along those lines. So I pretty much take any topic and give it a metaphysical spin. And right now, it's all about, there's a lot of politics. There's a lot of how do we heal? Like, seriously, how do we heal the mess that we're in right now? And I'll just talk about anything. So anyway, look for me. I'd love your support there. I think I've got maybe 13 downloads. I've only done like 4 podcasts. I started on the first of the year, but it's going to be a big thing for me. I'm going to do it. And I didn't know that I would love it so much, but yeah. So, okay, I think that's it. I do have some non-scale victories to tell and share with you as well. But I think I've done enough for now today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. And I've noticed a couple of folks popping in from like a long time ago, like we've been following each other for 3 or 4 years. And it's awesome to see you again. And thank you for those of you who have subscribed. And if you haven't, could you? I'd love it. Subscribe, and if you liked this, if it helped you in any way, if you enjoyed it, even a smidge, could you push the like button? I appreciate it. That way more people can enjoy it too. All right, talk to you guys later. Your Conscious Cougar, over and out.